Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a 1952 Ford 8N. Last year they made these bad boys. Just had this dropped off of the house yesterday. The guy I bought it off of said it was sitting down in the field for a couple of years. Looking at the oil, it's got quite a bit of water in it. So we're gonna walk through, change that together. Should be a quick process, and then we'll get her out in the field, pulling the bush hog, hopefully later today. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm Brad, and I hope you'll join me as I film myself working, building, and fixing everything from toilets to tractors and everything in between. If you like what you see here, make sure you hit that like button, leave me a comment, and follow my page so you don't miss all of my new videos and updates. All right, couple things we're looking at here. This is our filler neck. This is where your filter goes. Down underneath here, there's our drain for our oil. So let's start there. I've just got a bucket and a crescent wrench, and I'm confident we're gonna make a mess, so be prepared. Here comes the messy part. I got Amos over there watching me. There's the screen that goes up inside of there. Fortunately, it's still got that. That catches a lot of the junk that will otherwise be run up through your engine. There's some of that milky looking oil. That milky oil concerns me a little bit. I'm still hoping that's just a rainwater issue, but it's entirely possible this thing needs a head gasket. It runs great. The reason I don't think it's a head gasket issue is because it's not drinking coolant. It's not smoking at all. And it acts like it's got full power. So I'm hoping it's just a rainwater issue. We'll change the oil in the filter and go from there. A lot of fellas will wear gloves when they change oil. I wasn't raised that way. There's also an indication there. That concerns me a bit more, the way that looks. See, it's that nasty white grime. But this tractor is very old. I'm confident it hasn't had an oil change in probably a decade, judging by the look of that oil. So we'll just work through this and figure it out together. It's our oil filter canister up here. All right, we got our new Wix filter. Just ordered that off the Jungle website. That's the only place I can get them around here. The inside diameter of this cartridge is a little tight, so you gotta kind of force that on there. But then once she's down in, you're good to go. These cartridge filters should come with a new gasket. You wanna make sure that goes on there. I always put a little bit of oil in there before I seat that gasket. And then back on top she goes. I will put a link to that Wix filter in the description. Again, that number was 51010. Got the oil filter back on. Next thing we need to do is put the plug back in. We got to clean the screen off. You can see it's pretty gunked up and nasty. It's doing its job, which is good. I don't have any diesel fuel here at the house, otherwise I would dip that in there. I've got some carb cleaner. There's also a gasket on here. You want to make sure that that's not broken. Otherwise you need to replace that before you go and put more oil in there. Okay. All right, this tractor takes about 6 quarts of oil. I buy my oil in bulk because I've got a diesel truck and I'm going to run 15W40 diesel oil in this tractor. Seems to work well with these older tractors. So 6 quarts. I've got about 2.5 gallons in there. I've got half a quart in that jug. So I'm going to top this off and use that as my measurement for filling this up. So I need 1.5 of these. All right, I've got the first 4 quarts. Can be a slow pour. There's kind of a baffle system going down into that fill neck, and so it takes a while to settle down through there. All right, here's my last 2 quarts. The other thing I did is pull that dipstick out. It allows it to drain down that oil pan a bit quicker. That is filthy. So we're just going to clean that up a bit. I don't have a new filter for that today, so we're just going to leave that be, get some of the chunky stuff off of there. Looks great. All right, so pretty quick and easy oil change on that Ford 8N tractor. We're going to get this started and take it out and get it hooked up to my mower deck. Hopefully work on that field later tonight. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you should consider doing so. Do lots of fun outside stuff, some inside stuff too. Always getting into something, lots of fun projects. So appreciate the follow, appreciate a comment and a like on the video. We'll see you guys next time.